Hello, friends. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, Raven. Happy Saturday, Mayor. Feather First Champion. Wait any world of pecking at buttons non-bird binary. Flawless victory Feather. Fast best of the rest from the nest atop your chamber door. Quaff the Raven. Nevermore. So, it's Mystery Labyrinth time. Free mums, Kate Plant. It's crazy. Thank you. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it.
Where am I?
What should I do? I'll need to explain everything, won't I?
We don't have much of a choice now. No point in keeping secrets here.
Yeah, how are we going to explain this?
Halara? Let me explain.
It's doing that whole, like, fast forward while we explain.
And that's how this mystery labyrinth involving the Nailman killings materialized.
I see. So mystery labyrinths are materialization of mysteries themselves, and the truth is encased deep within. I appear to have underestimated you. This is an amazing forte. I must admit, it's quite a superhuman power. As far as I know, no other ability comes close to this.
It's not technically a forte, though, but that's probably the best way of explaining it to them.
Who are you? I refuse to think you're just a trainee detective.
To be honest, this isn't my ability.
Oh, there you go, never mind.
Before you continue, tell me, who is that woman beside you?
Her name is Shinigami. I think the simplest way to describe her is that she's a guide for the mystery labyrinth.
That's me! I'm also Master Scaracute Mentor.
On to my next question.
You're just gonna ignore me?
You mentioned the Nailman case just now. I had heard the rumors about that around town. Why are you investigating that case?
Huh? What are you talking about? We were just investigating the Nailman case together.
Yeah, exactly.
The Nailman. We were pursuing that case together?
Why does she not have her memories anymore?
You don't remember? There was a young boy who wanted to hire a detective and you turned him down.
I do remember you received a request from a child about some case, and you ended up seeking my help. The cost for hiring me was 5,500,800 yen.
You'll remember the exact amount.
But I can't remember what the case involved. I do vaguely recall investigating something. My mind is clouded. I don't remember exactly what was being investigated or what was discovered.
Could that be?
Yeah, it's because of the Mystery Labyrinth. The Mystery Labyrinth is a fortress protecting the truth, so outsiders usually can't reach it. If someone did happen to wander in, their memories of the case would be locked away. Though, if you have a pact with me, you wouldn't be affected. But I guess that part of the pact can't be shared.
This is the Mystery Labyrinth's defense mechanism, then. It makes sense for a vault that protects its treasure, the truth, to have a significant level of security.
Yep, totally not strange at all. Halara here sure is smart.
Halara.
Oh, don't mind her. She gives people random nicknames.
Anyway, since my memories of the case have been taken away, I will provide a supporting role for your investigation.
Supporting role?
As long as we're in here, I will act as your assistant. Well, That's the same as our original agreement.
That means we can't rely on Halara's detective skills to blast through this dungeon.
So what's the point of her then?
That's unfortunate, but it's still nice to have an ally.
Hey, Master, before we head into the Mystery Labyrinth, let's do that thing.
The thing?
Huh? What thing?
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
Yeah, I am.
I forgot about that.
Well, this world is just full of surprises.
No shit.
I assume that sword is used to cut down enemies interfering with your progress through the Mystery Labyrinth.
You're right. It's a special sword that can interact with things here.
I better materialize the solution keys I got during the investigation, too. That was a lot. Here you go.
Do you have to vomit them out every time?
What? Should I use a different hole instead?
Yeah.
Sorry, please don't mind her.
All right, we're all set. Now, let's unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Our target is the true culprit who preys on the truth.
Okay. Is it time? Okay. Sorry, I've not been ignoring people. I was waiting for the dialogue to stop, but I don't think it's going to stop. So, hi PBM, Maya and Co. Hello, Cake Plant. And again, thank you for the subscription. It feels short. You haven't realized that much time had passed. You still feel new here. I don't know. You're a regular. I don't feel like it's new. Maya, hope Cake Plant's had a good day. I hope you've had a good day too, Cake Plant. Raven, 40 stream streak. That's crazy. Raven's coming for your streak, Maya. Hey, Masai, hello. Happy Saturday.
I understand that progressing through this mystery labyrinth will allow us to obtain the truth.
I hope everyone's doing well today.
But what happens to us if we can't find it?
We'd be lost, wandering around here forever.
But as long as we reach the truth, it doesn't matter how much time we spend here.
Oh, I forgot to mention this, but there's a time limit for solving the mystery labyrinth.
What? There wasn't a time limit on the first one, right?
Oh, what?
There's a limit to how long you can stay in here. Stick around too long and your soul will leave your body behind. Your soul will wander until it's eventually absorbed by the mystery labyrinth, and you vanish entirely. In other words, you die.
Why are you laughing? You should have told me this a long time ago!
Oh, relax, quit whining. A detective is bound to die anyway. Isn't that right, Hallara?
It's no different from our usual line of work. A detective's life is always on the line.
See? Listen up, Master. You might learn something.
You're taking this awfully well, Hallara.
Okay, we can move now. Onwards. I wonder if we should maybe review like the case files before we do anything. This is new.
What's this?
They seem to represent the 4 crime scenes. I assume that solving all 4 will allow us to progress.
Oh, I see.
You see? Master, this is your job. So what's first? How about starting with the clock tower, since it was the first one you investigated?
If the numbers are set chronologically, then the clock tower would be the 4th locked room mystery.
Yeah, I kind of want to do them in order if I'm going to do them in any order. Can I talk to people while we're here? I can.
First off,
Aren't you going to check the scene at the clock tower first? Let's go once you're ready. Why do you want to do clock tower first?
Let's solve this thing!
The clock tower crime scene is the 4th locked room. Let's hurry, Master. Oh, the doll was... Oh, the doll is twitching. Gross. Since the game wants me to go with the clock tower, I'll do that one first. But before we do that, maybe we should look at our profiles and just catch up on all the updates. It's not helpful. Let's look at these guys, because these are the 4 suspects, right? Let's start with the nun lady. So, the nun, height 170 centimeters, weight 59 kilograms, blood type B, birthday April 9th. She likes death metal music. She dislikes people who can't get into music. She's the church nun, and her talent is price negotiations. A nun at the church in Kanai Ward, often abusing and unwilling to listen to others. Her personality is far from the image of a typical nun. Her father works in upper management at Amaterasu Corporation, something she occasionally leverages to full effect. Craftiness aside, she is fairly diligent with her work. Okay. Nothing particularly standing out there. I guess her dad working in upper management at Amaterasu Corporation. Okay, the servant, height 196 centimeters, 120 kilograms, blood type AB, birthday July 12th. He likes anime figures, dislikes violence. He's the church servant, and he has a talent for video games. A man who does odd jobs at the church in Kanai Ward. His colleague, the nun, bosses him around on a daily basis. He's terrible at socializing, sometimes appearing suspicious when talking with others. While he's concerned about his weight, he's too weak-willed to do anything about it. Kind of a non-event, apart from that he's terrible at socializing. The Worshipper. So this is the guy who's obsessed with the Nailman murders, and he's also the guy who's the first at every crime scene. It's every Nailman crime scene. Height 182 centimeters, 73 kilograms, blood type B, birthday June 5th. He likes urban legends. He dislikes A World Filled with Happiness. Okay. His title is the Metal Fox Church Worshipper. And his talent is knowledge of the occult. A pious worshipper at a church in Kanai Ward. An occult enthusiast. He chases after all kinds of unusual phenomena. And urban legends. His obsession with topic can sometimes put his life in danger. And then the priest, who is my suspect at the moment. Height 169 centimeters, 65 kilograms, blood type A. Birthday February 22nd. Likes faith, dislikes atheists. Okay. Title the church priest. His talent is making speeches. A priest at the church in Kanai Ward, brimming with paternal affection. He feels it is his calling to help those in need. He is popular among worshippers for his gentle and thoughtful nature, and many people come to him to ask for advice. He dislikes me? Yep. How dare you be an atheist, cake plant? That's not Heavenly Father's way. Height 130 centimeters, this is the boy. Weight 37 kilograms, blood type O. Birthday August 24th. He likes baseball. He dislikes loneliness. He's the watchmaker's son, and his talent is foot racing. Okay. A boy Yuma met in Kanai Ward. He respects and cares for his father, a watchmaker, above anyone else. Also quite fond of baseball, he spends almost all of his free time practicing and playing. He is desperately trying to find a way to rescue his father, who has been arrested for the Nailman murders. Go on then, we'll check out the father as well. Height 180 centimeters, weight 80 kilograms, blood type O, birthday April 27th. Likes his son, dislikes wasting time. He's a watchmaker, and his talent is fixing clocks and watches. The father of the boy Yuma met in Kanai Ward. He runs a watch shop and takes pride in his work. His skill and high standard of professionalism have earned him the trust of the local residents. He loves his son dearly and hopes the boy will take over the family business one day. The family business of murder. There you go. Do we need to know about Seth? I suppose it doesn't hurt. He's not a suspect though. Height 177 centimeters, weight 69 kilograms, blood type B, birthday June 6. Likes wind instruments, dislikes untuned instruments. His title is the Peacekeeper Investigation Team Section Chief, and his talent is chess. Fun fact, I'm terrible at chess. I don't know how to play it. Section Chief of the Amaterasu Corporation Peacekeepers Investigation Team. A mumbling, unhealthy-looking man with a decidedly nervous demeanour. His words are polite, but any underling that makes a mistake is brutally rebuked. He habitually speaks through a megaphone to make up for his feeble voice. Lol. Okay, so we're all caught up on profiles. I don't know if we care for this stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure we care for any of this. I guess maybe we do. So the secret club is important, right? Because that's the scene of the first crime. An illegal members-only casino located in Kamasaki district. It's also the crime scene of the first locked room in the Nailman case. The owner is an old man named Suguma Iho. One can enjoy slots, roulettes, and card games, but many games have obscene rates and cheating is rampant. Then we've got the mansion, which was the second crime scene. A mansion located in a high-class residential district on Montclair Street. This is also the crime scene of the second locked room in the Nailman case. The owner of this mansion is a man around 30 years old. He accumulated his wealth through real estate dealings. However, much was made through aggressive land sharking and other illicit transactions. There were also rumours of shady deals with Amaterasu Corporation. And then we've got the art gallery, which is the third place. The premier art gallery in Kanai Ward, located in Ginma district, is also the crime scene of the third locked room in the Nailman case. The space in front of the art gallery is decorated with a giant dinosaur fossil. And then the clock tower, which we already know is the fourth location. The giant clock tower looming over Ginma district. There are clocks set in all four of its sides, so the time of day can be seen from anywhere. Okay. I think we'll just leave it there, because otherwise we'll be reading all stream. But we've got a lot of solution keys, 27 in fact. Okay, let's go for it.
Are you going to the fourth locked room?
Yeah. Yes.
This is an exact replica of the clock tower crime scene. Shinigami, you didn't recreate it with your powers, did you?
No, I can only do that when I hit you so hard in the head you almost died.
Nice.
Looks to me like the crime scene materialized in the labyrinth on its own.
The fourth locked room is the latest chronologically, correct?
That's right. And this is also what got me involved in the Nailman killings.
What are the details of the case? Try to tell me as concisely as possible.
The crime was a locked room murder inside the storage room of a clock tower. In the middle of the room was a woman's corpse covered in countless nails.
Which means that's the corpse.
Yeah, there were also lots of dolls nailed to the walls. It looked just like one of those bizarre crime scenes left behind by that Nailman guy from the urban legend.
Hence the Nailman killings. From the look of it, the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah, it was locked until the body was discovered.
There's only one window, and its shutters were down as well. I see. So the shutters were locked too.
This is the third floor of the clock tower. It's too high up to jump from here.
Unless you had a rope.
So it really is a locked room mystery.
Rupert Smoke, have you played this game in prison? No, I've never been to prison.
Hey! If this is a locked room, aren't we stuck in here too? Oh no! Master! You're trapped unless you solve this mystery! Otherwise, you'll run out of time and your soul gets snuffed out! You better hurry!
Hey! Huh?
Slicing. Where did the culprit flee
I
from?
see. So that's how to make the questions appear.
I'm surprised you're so calm after seeing that.
Spot selection.
Here! It has to be here!
Did I fail?
The culprit must have escaped through the window.
And your reasoning?
When I arrived at the scene, the window shutters were closed. It was wet underneath the window, but I could tell it was already starting to dry.
Which means the window was open not too long ago.
It's likely the culprit escaped through the window and closed the shutters on the way out.
Is it possible to close the shutters from the outside?
Yes, this style of shutter automatically locks, so if you let go of the shutters at the right height, its momentum pulls it down. And once down, it locks all on its own. In other words, the culprit held up the shutters while moving outside. Once they let go, it automatically locked.
In that case, let's try leaving this locked room in the same way!
Right, let's try it.
Ugh.
The Nailman killings have already been solved.
Oh, it's him. Cabbage Smoke, you think rope is gonna work? Rope won't solve all your problems, Paperman. I disagree, it will. Also, happy Saturday, Cabbage Smoke. How are you today? Good, I hope.
Is he that peacekeeper?
It's a mystery phantom! The people covering up the case in the real world are manifested like that here to stop us!
You think the culprit really escaped from here? This high up?
Yes.
If you fall, you die. Why don't you give it a try?
Help!
Hey, don't drag me down with you!
We can't leave a guest behind, Hallara! It would be downright unmannerly!
Was I wrong then?
So simple!
Oh. Dealing with continuous attacks. Press the correct button when you think you have the correct answer to the questions the mystery phantom throws at you. Attacks are going to keep coming, but be careful. You'll take damage if you avoid all assailing assaults. Okay. So we can't just avoid everything. And Cabbage Smoke, you've been beaten, fucked, sucked, thrown in prison, and pissed on. But you're okay. That's good to hear. How is the paper man? I'm pretty good. I dug out a bit of a border around some bushes that we have in the, near the house today, which was tough work, but it looks a lot better. And me and Maya walked into town to get a coffee with the doggo, and that was cute. And now it's time to play games. So there you go. You're all caught up. Okay, so press the correct button when you think you have the correct answer to the questions. Why is an example. Is that giving us a hint right there? What did the culprit use to escape from the high location? Burnt remains as strange rope. Okay, let's go.
Yuma, the mystery labyrinth is a manifestation of a mystery. So solving it will get us out of this, right?
I think so.
The culprit wouldn't have fallen out of the window like we did. They would need a tool to get up and down.
The rope.
Tool?
The rope. It's definitely the rope.
You should have found something during the investigation. I was helping you, after all. You must have seen the answer with your own eyes. Try to remember.
Oh, here we go.
Master, concentrate!
What did the culprit use to escape from the high location?
This must be it.
That's it! We found the burnt remains of that rope in the incinerator at the church.
Cabbage Smoke, I've got to go and smoke my cabbage. Well, thank you for the look. It was nice to see you.
The culprit had used that rope to escape through the window.
What traces did using the rope leave behind? Wet floor? No. Shutter structure? No. Oh, it was the last one. I think it was the last one.
No, I can't dodge it.
What?
No, I can't dodge it.
No, I guess I just have to hit it this time. I guess it did leave a wet floor.
No, I can't dodge it.
What? I pressed the button.
No, I can't dodge it.
But what's the dodge button, Maya? The left and right stick wasn't working, wasn't doing anything.
No, I can't dodge it.
It's not working, it's bullshit.
No, I can't dodge it.
R and L.
No, I can't
No,
dodge it.
they don't work.
No, I
Yeah,
can't dodge it.
literally, left and right does nothing. It just kills me.
No, I can't dodge it.
This is madness. Why is it not working? Find the guide, man. It's pissing me off now.
No, I can't dodge it. No, I can't
I don't
dodge it.
understand. We dodged it the first time using left and right. I'm sure we did.
No, I can't dodge it.
Hi, Balthazar. We're currently getting wrecked because the game doesn't make sense. It doesn't work properly. I'll look it up as well. Maya too slow. Maya too slow. Why can't I dodge the Phantom? What's his name? Attacks at the clock tower. Press and hold Y to dodge. But why is the... But I've been pressing the button and it does not work.
Oh, I can't dodge it!
Look, if I... So I'm going to press Y, right? Press and hold Y.
Dodge it!
Doesn't work. I just said I press and hold Y.
No, I can't dodge it!
I can't hold it in any other way. You press the button down and you hold the button.
No, I can't dodge it!
This is stupid, man. Terrible. I'm just gonna mash all the buttons now. Maybe you're doing it too early. Am I supposed to time it with the circle thing? Hold on.
No, I can't dodge it!
It's gonna wreck my score on this, right? Because I'm not doing it right.
No, I can't dodge it!
Yeah, I don't understand. Pause again. Music. Okay, so I figured it out. That's nonsense. So you can only dodge when the thing is full.
I can't dodge it!
I kind of want to restart though because I've lost like so many attempts. It's gonna like massively ruin my score.
No, I can't dodge it!
And also it's still really hard to dodge.
No, I can't dodge it!
The timing is very unforgiving. He looks up the walkthrough and it says to not do anything. Well, let's try doing nothing then. Fuck me.
This is it!
There you go. You do nothing.
The nail that was stuck in the doll under the window had some rub marks on it.
As Hamasite says, this is the only terrible one. I hope so, mate, because it's really pissed me off, actually. And that's going to, like, knacker my score at the end because I messed it up so many times. The nail that was stuck in the doll under the window had some rub marks on it.
The culprit must have tied the rope there. That's why those nails had been hammered in below the window.
Balthazar Government Services Simulator. I think government services here are pretty good, actually. Like, the website's very good. Also, Ruperts are always to blame.
It wouldn't be possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window. Unless you've had special training for it.
So it's the priest, because he used to be
There's
like
no way
a
an amateur could manage it.
crazy gangman,
That
right?
can't be how things went down.
Didn't he?
In that case, it couldn't have been an ordinary rope. It must have been...
What's that? I can't hear you.
What were the rope's bent remains originally? So don't press anything, right?
Don't worry, I'm right here with you. In spirit
Safety line, rope ladder. Rope ladder because of the picture. The drawing we had looked like a rope ladder with the missing side, right? I guess maybe I was wrong. Or was I right?
Ow. We're alive, I think.
Okay, maybe I was right.
Yuma, are you okay?
Yeah, thanks. You saved me, Halara.
Correct. It's all thanks to me. Money well spent, no?
Yeah, big thanks to Hamasite. Like, I did not realize you just had to do nothing until you got the right one.
Well, it was a lot of money.
Come on! Are you two just gonna keep staring at each other all day? Let's get out of this locked room!
Right.
So this is the rope ladder in question. It certainly would help you escape. The details of the case are still unclear to me. Was this found in the church's incinerator?
That's right. It didn't concern me at the time, but it makes sense now. The rope can be folded in the middle, and then the ends can be connected together.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
And that's how they made a rope ladder.
What makes you so sure it was used here?
The nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope, and had some yellow fibers on it. A clergy member showed me the rope's burnt remains, and I noticed it was the same yellow color.
I did not notice it was the same yellow colour, but go on.
And there were footprints on the ground below the window of the clock tower, facing the wall. Thinking about it now, these were clearly signs that someone climbed down the rope ladder and landed there.
Wait, wasn't the rope ladder hitched on that nail? How did they get it down from the bottom?
The culprit could have cut it one rung at a time as they descended. By the time they reached the bottom, it would have been one long single rope, which they could easily pull down.
The window's shutters fell due to its weight and locked automatically, completing the locked room.
Yep, that's a stellar deduction. Major props. To me for training you!
No, no, he's back.
The culprit used that rope ladder to escape the clock tower. What of it?
He's back!
That doesn't change our verdict at all. The watchmaker is the culprit.
No, disagree.
Master, boom kill the mystery phantom blocking your path!
Also, happy Saturday, bye, Tazar. I hope you're doing well today.
Yeah!
Me, I'm glad it wasn't just me who didn't understand the mechanic at all. Because I thought I was so dumb. No, it's nonsense. Fear of heights are
These
dorky.
deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
I think that was the wrong thing, but
Say,
I've not done one of these for a while. At least 2 weeks. I don't think you can deny the watchmaker was near the crime scene when it happened. Isn't he supposed to be afraid of heights? That clock tower goes up awfully high.
Right.
Yeah, if the watchmaker was the culprit, he wouldn't have been able to escape like that. So it was the right solution key, it was just
These
the wrong.
deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
So that's not the one.
The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime.
Okay, I'm getting a bit more
After
used to it now.
committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room.
say,
Oh, it was probably the next one after that. The locked room was created, right? I don't think you can refute that. Isn't he supposed to be afraid of heights? We know, yeah. I'm just choosing the wrong message.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene.
Fail.
And he had a hammer for the nails.
Jump out.
In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room and escaped via the rope ladder.
Here we go.
This is the truth! The watchmaker is afraid of heights. He couldn't even look out the windows as he went up the tower. No way he climbed a rope ladder that high up. So it's impossible for him to have committed the crime. He's not the nail man.
Damn you!
Yeah, we're not doing so well at this today.
You said these mystery phantoms try to cover up the case, right? Which means the Peacekeeper Seth is trying to do just that.
I don't know why, but it's clear the Peacekeepers are involved with this case.
Perhaps it is connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. All the more reason to seize the truth. Let's go.
Right.
Jeez, who's the protagonist here?
You're fine, but tired and not even started the chores. You've not started the chores, Balthazar.
By the way, Yuma, about your sword. Does it only work on cues and mystery phantoms?
The solution blade works against anything in the mystery labyrinth. So don't cut your allies by mistake, Master.
You could have told me that sooner.
And how am I doing? I'm doing pretty well. I'm a bit annoyed about that section a minute ago, but other than that, I've had a really good day, so we'll recover.
Can I use that sword?
Also, I've not drunk the wood juice yet.
Ooh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it because he made a pact with yours truly. You may be under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here, Hellara. So no, you can't use the solution blade.
What was that rap battle between Goss and the Street Carnivals? It's a reasoning death match by Tazar.
I was merely curious. Regardless, it's best I act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened.
So the guy we were fighting, he's trying to cover up the truth. So we've got to uncover the truth by rebuking his statements, right? With the correct solution key.
Let's return to the case. Assuming the watchmaker isn't the culprit, do you have any notion of who is?
I do.
I think it's the priest, personally.
Halara, during the investigation, you claimed one of the people at the church is the culprit. I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found inside the incinerator, which only clergy members could access.
In other words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church. Prompt and logical. I am quite impressive.
Wait, you're tooting your own horn?
Also, Maya, do you want a chockey? No, I don't want a chockey. I'm okay, thank you. But yeah, so we're trying to solve the case of the Nailman murders at the moment by Tazar. And we're currently in the Mystery Labyrinth, right? So we have to complete the Mystery Labyrinth to solve the case. So as we progress through the Mystery Labyrinth, we'll uncover more about what actually happened in the case, and we'll try to solve it. But the guy that we just fought is one of the Peacekeepers, and he's trying to keep us from finding out the truth, right? So, yeah. And by tonight, you did part of the laundry in the morning when I went to the market. Now I'm having a late lunch and starting house cleaning right next. Well, hopefully it won't be too bad, and the chores will be done swiftly. MSI, or it could be that the culprit is just good at getting into spaces locked with the unique keys. That's true. It could be the worshipper, who is the only non-clergy member, I think.
I see.
You solve mysteries like this to progress your way through the labyrinth.
Wow!
You catch on quick, Kalara. I'm only now getting the hang of things. It may look peculiar at first, but the structure is exceedingly logical. It's easy to understand. And that's amazing, Halara. Well, that challenge wasn't very easy to understand.
You know,
I wonder what lies ahead. There's always a chest at the end of a labyrinth. I'm sure you'll find some treasure. I'd rather get information about the case than treasure. Is there anything to do in here other than get the treasure, Maya? I'm going to assume not, right? No. Okay. And by saying you need to drink the wood juice to get good at this game. I think I'm going to drink the wood juice tomorrow now.
Hey! A treasure chest! Can I open it?
Or maybe on Monday.
Check it out! A new solution key!
Only clergy members have access to the incinerator. We already knew that, though.
we're back to the original spot.
Yeah, the doll's like alive and floating around now.
So we cleared the first route. We just need to keep this up and go through each shrine one by one to gather clues about the culprit, which supposedly leads to solving the real-life case. I'm starting to understand how the mystery labyrinth operates.
You learn fast. Unlike a certain master I know.
Hey, Messiah, just don't let it ferment. Wood alcohol is bad for you. I won't let it ferment. It's only a couple days old.
If you're so impressed, why don't you just sign a pact with Halara?
Oh, are you sulking? You're the jealous kind, aren't ya?
No, I'm not.
We're short on time, aren't we? Let's move on.
Right.
I can't wait to reap the culprit's soul. What do we do next? You can choose whichever you want, so why not start with the one you're most confident with?
The one I'm most confident with.
Let's see.
Put Maya on the translator when you feel curious. On the translator? Holy projection, Shinigami? Let's go look at this floating doll. It kind of looks a little bit less creepy now. I don't know, I still don't like it. Okay, so... one was the illegal club. 2 was the mansion. And 3 was the art gallery. The art gallery had the tiny window. The mansion had a vent with string markings on it. And this place had the vent, right? The actual proper air vent. Let's go with the mansion.
The second locked room mystery occurred 3 months ago in that mansion. The corpse was inside the study, and the room's key was found underneath the corpse. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the second locked room?
Yes. What does Maya translate to, Balthazar? In what language?
There are dolls nailed across the room. The victim is nailed down in the same manner. And the culprit was also missing from this room? It shares common traits with the other nailman killings.
Means half in Portuguese. And Kekchi? What's Kekchi?
And we're trapped again. Looks like you gotta solve the mystery of this locked room, or we're not leaving.
The latter one is a Mayan language.
I'll try.
Okay. Where did the culprit flee
The door
from?
was locked when the corpse was found, and the only key was underneath the body. There are no windows that could have been used to escape, and the vent is too small to fit through. So how did the culprit escape from here?
Okay, we can look all the way around the room. Well, I don't understand how they could escape through the fish tank. There's the doll on the wall. I can't look at any of my solution keys or anything, can I, Maya? I don't see any way in and out. Other than the door, right? The vent? But the vent's too small to fit someone through. So maybe the door?
Here! This has to be the spot! To leave the room, the culprit had to have taken this door to the hallway.
Huh? There's nothing special about that.
But there's no other possibility. There isn't another entrance or exit.
But the door itself was locked and the key was found under the corpse, right? After locking it from outside in the hallway, how did the culprit enter the room and put the key under the corpse?
Using Hamersight's ridiculous string trick. Of like the string being set up around everything and then pulling the key through.
Try it. Everything must be verified.
Maya is half, if it's half some female word, but also sock. Sock? You a sock, Maya?
Sure. After committing the crime, the culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door. Assuming that's the only way to create this locked room, the problem is...
What are you going to do with that key in your hand, Master? Don't tell me you still have no idea.
Hold on, let me think this over. We should go back inside for now. Huh?
The door's locked.
Looks like we're locked out.
Oh dear.
This is bad, Master! You better hurry or you'll fall into the abyss!
What do I do?
Calm down. You just need to solve the mystery. Doing that will open the path. You can do it, can't you?
Yes, I'll try.
It's like, too bad you don't have a key. Also, Maya means the bestest fiance ever, and a person who is great at everything, including cookie, even if it comes out bad. I'll agree with that.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case...
Because of the culprit, what happened to the key? Does that say? Let me see it. Thrown in?
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door. And if they managed to throw the key right under the corpse from here...
I mean, that sounds ridiculous. Lol. I failed, I think. Surely I failed.
It stopped. But nothing happened. The door is still closed.
If it was wrong, a trap would have activated. So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
Oh.
But there's more to it than that. If you simply threw it in, it'd be impossible to position it under the corpse.
It's definitely Haemocyte's string thing. I think it was Haemocyte that said that.
I see. So this is the vital clue for this locked room. I'm beginning to understand what happened here.
But every time something happens, I do second guess myself.
Oh, Lara, have you already solved the trick to this locked room?
You haven't?
Hey, quit playing hard to get and tell us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xian. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You really are a devil. Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
Fun fact, half sock is Maya. Lol.
The key was definitely tossed inside. But that doesn't explain how it got under the corpse.
I do like that fact by Tazar. Thank you.
So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the key in? Maybe the corpse was moved? That would explain how it was on top of the key.
Wasn't this the one where the blood, like, runs differently down, so he was sat up at first? So then he fell down onto the key.
But how do you move a body from outside a locked room?
String.
Aww, the way's completely blocked off.
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries, right?
That's true. So, we just need to solve the mystery.
At least give me a heads up first.
It says, how was the corpse moved?
I've been trying to figure it out for a while, but...
Evidence was left at the scene.
Yeah, Haemocyte. I think the string one that we're thinking of was a later one. Oh. Maybe not then.
Huh?
If you look at the evidence, you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull this off.
Tool?
That's all the advice I'll provide. You must figure out the rest yourself if you wish to be a true detective.
Got it.
Got it? You just want the mystery solved for you, huh? I can tell, because I'm your mentor. So, I'll help you out. Are you ready? You better be.
Huh? Ready for what?
Lay it all out, Master!
Oh, it's the barrel thing, Maya. This is your least favorite one. High stakes hangman. Okay. Shinigami puzzle.
Are you ready to play the
The culprit used a something to move the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. We've got R, S, L, T. Thing is, rope is too long, right? I don't know if we've even got a P. Wasn't it garrote? Isn't that what we're looking for? String! String. Wait, how do I press the button? Throw the blade. Okay, it's definitely string. Thanks, Haemocyte. Do I really have to slowly wait for it to rotate? Come on, guys. Faster.
That's right! Tick-tock, tick-tock. Go, go, go! That's right!
There we go. The culprit used a string.
right. There was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime. A sturdy and thin string like a fishing line must have been used to move the body.
Would it be strong enough? I guess so.
think a tiny string could move a whole corpse.
There he is again! That rude and gloomy guy!
That deduction is wrong. You're wrong.
What could be wrong about it? Master sounded really confident just now.
Listen. The nails in that corpse's leg pierced through his body and into the floor.
Hey, Messiah, you can get fishing line rated for tens of kilograms, really? That's crazy. I would never have guessed that. Nails in that corpse's leg pierced through his body and into the floor. Only in the legs, though, right?
Which means the corpse was fixed in place. So how could the corpse be moved?
Oh, true! If the corpse was stuck in place, it'd be impossible to move it.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
Laura, you think so too? So I was wrong the whole time? Huh? The door!
The truth is slipping further away!
Of course it is. Because your deduction is wrong.
His hair's pretty crazy.
You people will never reach the truth. This is the end.
Master, let's take him down first!
Yeah.
Okay, so is it going to be the same situation where we don't press anything? If it's wrong. Oh no, it's a reasoning deathmatch. Reasoning deathmatch. Mansion doll with eyes gouged out, bloodstains on corpse, and what was the other
Your
one?
deduction is wrong.
My time.
Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place. It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved. That's an indisputable fact.
Right.
Just like he said, when we viewed the scene through the post-cognition, the body was fixed in place. But in order to create a locked room, it would have been necessary to move the body.
Then...
In that case, there might be some evidence left behind of something being moved. Let's check the solution keys. It's just hard to check the solution
Your
keys.
deduction is wrong.
And
Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved?
is it the doll with
The
the...
corpse was fixed in place.
Ow.
It didn't move a millimeter.
Is it the doll with the gouged out eyes?
In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
Say,
The corpse sure looked held in place, but was it really not moved at all? Not a single millimeter? Hey, Miss Light, you think there's no proof it was moved was the thing to object to? If the body was moved, there should be traces of that. Think about how it would play out. Well, right after the murder, blood would have been flowing from the body.
Your deduction
Blood stains on
is
the
wrong.
corpse.
Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved?
Yes, the blood stains on the
corpse
corpse
was fixed
because...
in place.
I think that's the wrong one. Again, sorry. I think that's the right solution key, though.
Your deduction is wrong.
Because
Do you have
if
any
the corpse was
proof that
sat
the
up,
corpse was moved? The corpse was
then the
fixed
blood
in place.
would
It
run
didn't
down.
move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
There we go.
Through this mystery. No, there was evidence the body had been moved. The upper and lower parts of the body bled out differently. The blood from the lower body flowed naturally outwards, along the body's outline. But blood from the upper body looks like it flowed in a downward direction, toward his hips. If the corpse was motionless on its back, there wouldn't be such unusual bloodstains. In other words, it's safe to assume the body's position was different from when it was discovered.
That is what I was trying to say, but failing to. It's quite hard in the moment with everything going on to think. Oh, now there's 3 of him.
What? What's this?
Ah, gross! We gotta hurry and get through that door.
Unusual circumstances. It doesn't matter. As long as the corpse was pinned to the floor, it couldn't be moved. You can't change the truth.
Even this didn't work? Am I just wrong about it all?
Mate, don't forget you can use Shinigami's power-up sometimes to make yourself invincible, so you can focus on the text. I forgot about that, thank you.
No, you're correct. The answer you've reached using the evidence is the truth.
Laura!
There's no doubt a fine string was used in this case. Evidence at the crime scene indicate the corpse was moved. So all that remains is to answer, how was the pinned body moved? That bizarre bloodstain holds the clue to all of this.
The bloodstain? If the bloodstain is the clue for how the body could be moved, even while pinned...
Master, we gotta chase after the door! It's getting further away!
Even while pinned? Wasn't it only the legs that were pinned, though? It sounds like they're suggesting that the full body was pinned down.
Hey, wait!
But they could have had the nails driven into them and then into the floor after.
I won't let you!
Ugh. What position was the corpse in before it was moved? Standing on its legs, it was upside down, upper body sitting up. Ah, get wrecked!
That's right! The corpse was sitting up at first. That's why only the wounds in the upper half of the body bled straight down.
What was used to sit the body upright? A thin string, a wall, a cardboard box.
The string I mentioned before was thin but sturdy. It was all over the room, holding the body's upper half in place. That's the reason only the corpse's neck had marks on it.
I guess Solid Snake is up the suspect pool. Exactly. Fighters are careful. Socrates lost one of his battles and got sentenced to be poisoned. Okay. Well, hopefully that won't happen to me. Why was the corpse lying on its back at the time of discovery? It was moved when discovered. The string was retrieved. The string was cut. The string was retrieved?
The culprit then retrieved all the string that kept the corpse in place from outside the door. And with nothing to support it, the top half of the corpse fell back to the floor, just like how it was discovered.
That was a pretty cool jump that I just did.
It appears this locked room mystery will finally be solved.
When did that happen?
Maybe you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Master, you know the answer, right? Let's finish this.
Right.
Recreate the locked room. Interesting.
You gotta think like the culprit, Master.
Okay. Character controls, A to confirm. Recreate the locked room. Think about how the culprit created the locked room and follow the same steps to complete the room.
Blood place is suspicious.
Inspect items following the sequence of events. Some of the items weren't used in the crime, so be careful.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery.
You gotta recreate the culprit's process to create a locked room mystery. Jesus. Okay. Let's just speak to Hilara first.
Yuma, you have to recreate the locked room to prove you solved the mystery. You already know the answer. All that's left is to retrace the steps. Simple, no?
Okay. And what have you got to say?
Master, go recreate the locked room. Think about the steps the culprit took to create the locked room and check each spot.
Aim a site. I think you need to recreate the locked room mystery to proceed. True. Okay. So, the corpse was sat up, but it needed to be supported by the string, right? So, the string had to be rigged up. What was the deal with the doll again? The doll's eye holes had a wear pattern. Right, okay, that's what I was thinking of. Okay, so the door was open. The string was, I guess, wrapped around the corpse and the doll, and then passed out through the vent. I'm gonna guess the corpse first.
Maybe you got the order wrong. First,
Stop.
you need to tie the fishing line down. Find a sturdy spot where it can be easily retrieved later.
So it's either going to be the vent, or the doll, I guess. The desk light would just fall off the desk, I would have thought. I'll go with the doll because it has the nail, right?
Maybe you got the order wrong.
No.
First, you need to tie the fishing...
The vent?
First, a knot was tied through a slit in the vent. After that, the fishing line was drawn away to another location.
Bitazar be lurking, Chores awaits. Have fun, everyone. We will have fun. Thank you for dropping in, Bitazar. And thank you for the lurk. Hopefully the chores aren't too bad.
In terms of sequence, it'd probably be easier to start with things that are fixed in place.
Okay. It's tied to the vent. The desk lamp surely would move off the desk, right? It wouldn't be fixed to the desk. So I think it's going to be the doll. It could have been fixed to the painting as well because the painting had moved slightly. And they straightened it up, right? 1 out of 5. So the key was placed under the corpse, and then they left the room, and then they pulled the string, and then the corpse fell down onto the key. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess all of the things we used. I'm gonna go with the doll next.
That's it! It passed through a doll's eye!
Gross.
And then the fishing line passed through the eye to somewhere else.
Maybe you can use that twice, right? Because it'd have to go back to the vent. So maybe it's, I don't think the desk light was used. I think it went to the painting, then to the corpse, and then back to the vent. That's my guess.
No.
No.
There's no need for the line to go there. You proved that yourself already. The line is what
Bad. Then I guess if we have to use 5 things, it must have gone to the desk light and then the corpse. Unless it went to the corpse, back to the doll, and then back to the vent.
Right. The line was then passed around a certain point on the corpse. That was...
Under the neck.
Here, behind the neck. The line ends here to support it. Now, it's clear that the line passed through the vent, the doll's eye, and ended beneath the neck.
Hang on. Why pull the line through the doll first? Can't you just start by pulling it from under the body?
To support the body's weight, the line needs to pass through the doll first, as it was fixed in place. Next, the fishing line.
I think it went back to the doll.
There are 3 points with signs of wear from the line. That should tell you what happened next. Think it over one more time.
Ow. Unless it was somewhere else on the corpse.
There are 3 points
No.
with think it over.
Oh man, I'm terrible at this.
There are 3 points. Think it over one more time.
But we've got like 4 out of 5, so then if it goes back to the vent now... That's what I don't understand. Surely it's got to end at the vent. And we're at 3 out of 5, so it'll be 4 out of 5 at the vent.
Now, to return the line to the vent...
Nah, that's bullshit. So what was point
This kept
5?
the corpse's upper torso in place. The room has been completely prepared. So next... The culprit exited through the door and locked it with the key. And then...
The culprit took it home. The vent gap.
the key was thrown through the gap in the vent. If the culprit managed to drop the key next to the corpse, the only thing left was to untie the line. Then...
It seems very precise throwing, though, to get it there.
The corpse, which was supported only by the line, would fall face up on top of the key. That's how the culprit created the locked room.
Hooray! You did it! That's my master!
I don't know, I've only got like half my health left now.
The bloodstains were strange. The length of the nails driven into the upper and lower body were different. The nails on the upper half didn't penetrate all the way through the body, but the nails on the lower half went all the way through and into the floor. That was how the lower half could be secured, while the upper half could still be moved around.
That sure was tricky, but you managed to solve the mystery behind it.
Nice. Yeah, I was kind of fixated on there being like 5 points to the rope, which is why I kind of screwed myself over a bit. The mansion study was quite an elaborate locked room.
Except...
Yeah. But what we know so far isn't enough to pinpoint who the culprit is. Calm down. We're only partway through the labyrinth. Even if we solve everything at the last second, it's still solved.
Hey!
Now, where's the next solution key? Master, come on down and solve the mansion locked room. Next up to win big, Halara, saving the day. It's a new me. What are you even imitating? We're the first 3 contestants on the Scythe is right. Alright, moving on.
Looks like we finally made it to the treasure chest. Speaking of, don't you think that whoever worked the hardest should get to open it? Which is me, of course.
New solution key. A fishing line was used in the locked room mystery of the mansion study.
This is probably another clue leading to the culprit. I'm not sure how we use it. Still, it must be used for something. Hold on to it for now.
Okay.
All right, let's keep going and solve the remaining locked rooms.
I think we'll do number 3 next. Cake Plant, you will say so far that Halara is your favorite character, really? Can you guess who mine is?
The third locked room was a murder that happened 1 month ago in the art gallery storage in Ginma district. Pictures and paint were scattered all around the spot where a woman was boom killed.
Hey, Messiah, I don't think any of the people's profiles mentioned liking fishing. I don't think they did either. So I'm interested to see where that's going to come in.
If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the third locked room?
Yes. Maybe I should be reviewing things before I go to each locked room. Oh well.
Did we get stuck inside a locked room again?
This was the corpse that was discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery employee.
But all corpses were discovered by the worshipper. Also, this is the one that has 2 keys for the door.
At the time of discovery, the door was locked and the key was nailed to a doll inside the room. Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but it opens just enough to fit a finger in. The frame itself is too small for even a child to squeeze through. How did the culprit vanish from here?
Where did the culprit flee from? What are my options? Surely it's just the door, right? There's no way they're getting through that tiny hole. I don't think there's anything else that would even make sense. Unless they hid until the staff member came and then they left. Maya, don't look at me like that. It's creepy. I don't like it. I think it's got to be the door. My only other suggestion is that they hid behind something. I don't think the painting means anything.
Here. I think the culprit could have only escaped from here, but...
Nothing's happening. Maybe you made a mistake, Master.
No, that can't be right. It's impossible for anyone to squeeze through that window. They could have only gotten out through the door. I'm sure the culprit had the key and locked the door from the outside after committing the crime.
The culprit just used a copy of the key? Would that really be considered a locked room mystery?
Well, there are only 2 keys to the storage space, and the design makes them impossible to duplicate.
But you could have just put it back in through the window. If you left the window open slightly.
I learned that thanks to you, Halara.
One of the keys is always carried by that one employee. It was used when the body was first discovered, right? And the only other key was nailed through a doll onto a painting. So, it is a locked room mystery! Right? Right? Oh, that's totally it.
Hey Messiah, I think the culprit pushed the nail through the doll and painting and knocked the painting over.
I see. I suppose you could call it that. Hey, Yuma. Can you go check outside of that window?
Oh, just like before.
Before?
Yeah, you made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating this place.
I see. Then the answer has already been confirmed. Very well. This locked room is solved.
Huh? Wait, did you already solve this mystery?
You haven't? How about you go and check outside the window? Then even you will see.
Oh, it unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
All right, let's go see.
Okay, let's do it.
Hey, didn't you already check this in the real world? Why do it again?
Halara told me to check it twice. There must be an important clue outside that window.
Hey! Maybe the culprit threw the key in through the window. That way, the key would be found inside.
No, because then how would it be... How would it be nailed into the painting?
Well, how about that theory?
Is this the storage key?
Which means...
Because of the culprit, what happened to the key?
This one's a freebie! I was right! Just toss it in there, Master!
The culprit threw the key inside? Is that really the right answer? Did the culprit throw the key in from the window?
Was the key thrown in by the culprit?
This is the answer!
That makes no sense.
It's still coming down!
They pressured me.
Master, hurry up and throw the key!
I pressed nothing this time.
Your footing's crumbling away! You're gonna fall!
That's the right answer?
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in there? That's why the key was found inside, right?
They did the same thing with the suicide thing last time. Where they convinced me it was suicide even though it made no sense.
No, the crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in. The key was nailed to a painting. That's not possible if you just throw it into the room.
Oh, right. But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you can't nail the key after throwing it...
You're back. The key vanished.
The key is in my hand.
Master, you got the doll and nail!
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Try it out. Doing so will create a new path.
Yeah, I'm gonna solve this.
Good luck, Master!
Okay. Let's do it again.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery. First, do something about that doll.
Okay, 0 out of 5 again. What we got? We've got the door. We've got the painting, which is the one that the doll was nailed to. We've got a steel ladder, which seems pointless. The window. And we've got the sculpture that didn't ever move, as far as we're concerned. And then we've got the corpse, which isn't doing anything either. The steel ladder. What would you need the ladder for? I think the first thing has to be the painting, right?
Alright, first, take the painting.
Prop the painting up against the wall next to the window. Nail the doll to the painting. Knock the painting over. Well, you'd only nail the key after you've nailed the doll. The interesting thing is, did they prop the painting up against the wall? I feel like that would make it difficult to nail something in, right? Well, I'm gonna go and nail the doll to the painting.
The culprit nailed the doll onto the painting. Next, both were stood up at a certain location.
Here.
The painting was stood up facing the window. Now the part with the pierced doll is right next to the window.
Oh. So they nailed it to the doll through the window?
After that...
Can I leave the room? No. Oh wait, after that they left the room.
Then the culprit went outside. The door was locked, and they went to the other side of the storage room.
Okay. Wait, what's the deal with the wall? I guess that's how they escaped? Maybe?
I can see the painting and doll through the window, but I can barely fit my hand through the gap.
So they just pushed the nail and the key in?
The doll's got a nail in it, but the problem is that key in your hand, Master.
Yeah, the culprit took the key and then...
Wasn't thrown in through the window, nailed to the painting with the doll, hung on a nail stuck in the doll. I think it's gotta be that.
No. Think about the state the corpse was in at the time of discovery. The key wasn't just hanging on it. What's the next step?
I guess it was nailed.
The culprit nailed the key to the painting, along with the doll from outside the window. Finally...
Yeah, I thought the key was too small to get over the nail head. Pulled out the nail stuck in the doll. No, nothing else was necessary. Knocked the painting toward the room.
I pushed the painting into the room.
You got it right, Amosite.
It completes the locked room mystery. This is how the culprit did it.
Ta-da! So what's the solution key we get from that?
It took some time, but you've reached the truth behind this locked room.
Throwing the key through the window would be obvious. So to mislead us into thinking that was impossible, the key was nailed to a painting which was then pushed over.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Seriously, only amateurs would get fooled by... Wait, you mean me?
Nice.
What is it?
You don't look very happy. Oh, I was thinking about the locked room at the art gallery storage. I think anybody could have recreated that. Agreed. Anybody could make a locked room mystery. The culprit, the nail man, anyone. Right.
Well,
What a tough locked room, but I'm sure the treasure will be worth the effort. Maybe you'll get like 10 solution keys. Yeah, I can't wait.
hey, a treasure chest! Who's gonna open this one? We should let the meanest one of us open it.
How would you decide that?
Like this.
Lol.
I'm the meanest. Let's check out this treasure. Huh?
What's wrong?
It's empty.
What?
Huh? Why? After all we went through to solve this locked room.
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery doesn't necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate truth.
That's terrible. I suddenly feel so tired.
We can't call it quits. We gotta keep going.
Okay, one more to go.
Let's solve the rest.
Look at them all floating around. Also, there's no way that the mystery labyrinth is anywhere near finished.
Right.
Even once we've done all 4. Okay.
The first locked room happened 6 months ago in a secret club in Kamasaki district. An old geezer was nailed to the wall in an underground casino. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing. Are you going to the first locked room?
Yes, little girl, I am. Okay, once I've done this one, Maya, I will steal a chockey from you. That's the plan.
Oh, did we get trapped inside a locked room again? But if the mystery isn't solved, then I won't escape this place. Trapped in a cramped room with these two. Sounds kind of fun, actually.
I have no intention of playing along with your fantasies. Yuma, hurry up and take care of this.
Yeah, okay.
Where did the culprit flee from?
This is where I used Halara's forte with my coalescence for the first time. Post-cognition allowed us to see the crime scene as it was in the past. Some things were obviously different. Those are most suspicious.
I think it has to be the vent this time, right? Because the vent had screws missing from it. And we said it was big enough for someone to get through. A small person, but big enough for someone to get through. So, how would they get up there? Unless they climbed the dolls like some kind of psycho Spider-Man.
Here.
No! What about the vent?
You believe the culprit escaped through the vent?
Yes, I'm sure of it. When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, the screws on the four corners of the vent cover were removed. Which means the culprit must have escaped from there.
Ugh. How did he come through that? His head's too big.
How ludicrous. You're saying the culprit escaped from the vent? That's impossible.
Master, poke him full of holes until he's a makeshift golf course.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Okay, secret door key.
How
Nails beneath the
ludicrous.
vent.
They used the vent.
Come on.
Aren't you the one who said the culprit escaped through the vent? What's the point of trying to refute that now?
But
Those nails were real suspicious. Why were they bent down? Because he used them to climb up the vent.
What does that mean?
Okay, let's try and not mess this up.
How ludicrous. They used the vent. That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed.
Then...
I'm so bad at hitting these. I always choose the wrong
How
one.
ludicrous.
I guess it's gonna be the
They used
third
the
one.
Vent. That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed. There's no foothold to use to reach.
There you go.
I'll slash through this mystery. Some of the nails stuck in the bottom of the vent were bent downward. The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footing to reach the vent. The weight caused the nails to bend.
That wasn't so bad.
So you're forced to fight this way every time. Quite the test of endurance.
Yeah, no kidding.
However, solving the mystery itself was simple. The nails were used as footing to escape through the vent. Did you find that out using my post-cognition?
Yeah. Without your help, this case would have been impossible to solve.
You'll never be considered a full-fledged detective until you can handle a case like this on your own.
Sorry.
you got lectured again. Sucks to be a rookie, huh? Anyway, let's head out. We'll use the nails on the wall as footing, just like you deduced.
Right, let's hurry.
Okay.
The Mystery Labyrinth. Such a bizarre place. I must ask, is there no way to escape besides solving the mysteries?
You mean like an emergency exit? Unfortunately, I don't think that exists.
An emergency exit, huh? Well, there is one, kinda.
There is?
But it doesn't solve anything. You'll just go right back to the mess you came from. Besides, To use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay a heavy, heavy price.
And that is...
Don't worry about it. Using it here wouldn't help anyway. So, never mind. Just concentrate on solving the mystery.
Got it.
Okay.
There it is! Another treasure! So, who's gonna open the treasure chest this time? How about, whoever looks like they'd win a character popularity poll?
Hey, Masai, you're guessing the emergency exit would kill Shinigami. Quite possible.
Oh, that's me!
It's always you.
Alright! Another solution key!
Only someone with a slender build could have used the nails as footing or escaped from the vent. So, it can't be the servant because he's a chunky boy. I still think it's the priest.
Looks like another clue leading us toward the culprit.
Someone thin.
I'll be sad if it's the nun lady, Maya.
Considering the culprit used those nails as footing, they would have to be nimble. And given the size of the vent, only someone thin could fit through it.
So the culprit must be thin. We're narrowing down the possibilities quite nicely.
Keep it up, Master! This is all thanks to my training. That's it for all the locked rooms. We make a pretty good team, don't you think so?
Well, what do we do from here? I see. The way forward is clear. It must be due to solving all of the locked room mysteries. Now let's go.
Right.
Again, I gotta ask, who's supposed to be the protagonist here?
Okay, so I just want to take a look at the profiles now. So, we're ruling out the servant because he's not a slender build. I mean, it could still be this guy. But he's not a clergy member. So he doesn't have access to the incinerator, which leaves us with the nun lady. Or the priest. I'm sure there was something we learned about his past before he was a priest. I wish I could remember what that was. Case files. Was it saying anything in here? Right, in the clock tower. The priest that dislikes me, yes. Exactly, Cake Plant. Sephiroth and Yako. Using Hilarious Forte. We investigate the crime scene. Oh, there you go. Yuma talked with the suspects at the church before heading to the secret club. Okay, that tells us nothing. Solution keys, maybe? Is there anything about the church here? The church worshipper mentioned 3 serial locked room murders occurring throughout Kanai Ward. Nothing we don't already know, I don't think. There's so little about the priest. Okay. I'm convinced it's the priest anyway.
This place is creepy.
Don't be afraid to roll the dice. You must keep pursuing the truth. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Isn't that right?
Yes. Is this some dungeon?
What is the meaning of this? Let me out of here!
Let me out! I'll kill your ass in the name of God!
I have nothing to do with the case.
Well, we know that because you can't fit through the vent, young man.
I'm not the culprit! Let me go!
And you have no access to the incinerator, so that's your alibi.
Wow, they're all here!
So now we must pick out the true culprit of this case.
The true culprit.
Yuma, you solved all the locked room mysteries before you made it here. You should have all the clues and evidence you need to accuse the culprit. To be honest, when I first met you, I thought you were rather pitiful.
You sure are honest.
But my opinion of you has improved. These mysteries have brought you closer to becoming a true detective. Now tie up all the loose ends and prove that I am not mistaken about you. With your logic, anything is possible.
All right, I'll try.
The nun seems to have her arm in a sling right now. True, she blamed that on... What did she blame that on? It was something to do with messing around with an instrument. Because she likes music. Guitar. Shredded too hard. I guess that would make it difficult to pull off the locked room mystery, right?
Ooh, somebody's guilty!
Who's the culprit? Figure it out and hit him with a dramatic finger point. Make the right choice and you reveal a new truth. What if I make the wrong choice? Who is the nail man? Well, it's 1 in 4.
I'm not the nail man!
I don't think it's her. I don't think it's her.
I'm not the culprit.
I do think it's him.
I'm not the nail man.
I don't think it's
How
him.
can I be the nail man?
He does look evil, though.
I'm not the culprit.
I think I'm going to have to go with my gut and go with the priest. He's the only one who has access to the incinerator to burn the evidence.
I'm not the culprit.
I'm not the nail
Other
man!
than her and him.
not the
He's too big.
I'm not the
She's got a
nail
busted
man.
arm. Although it could be like a fake busted arm. He has hair like ice gems. He does. And she's so angry about being accused, but that's just her personality, right?
I'm not the culprit.
I'm gonna go with the priest. Maybe this is crazy.
The culprit is you, Father.
Father!
What? That's an absolutely...
Ridiculous thing to say.
Him again? Why won't he just give up?
You're saying the priest, a man of the cloth, is the culprit. That's impossible. How dare you spew such nonsense?
Right. Do not make baseless accusations. The culprit has to be someone else.
Yuma, can I leave this to you?
Sure.
It's not a baseless accusation. You're the only one who could possibly be the culprit.
Master you're acting like a real detective. Go on and boom kill him.
Ugh. I don't know, I actually kind of like his design better now. I can't blame a man of the cloth, a maximum of criminal investigation that never went awry. Persons with access to the incinerator, vent of the study.
I'm a man of the cloth.
That's nice.
Down me like this. It's total blasphemy. I am not the mailman. That's
Jumpy.
it. The first one to discover the bodies. The mailman is the worshipper.
No. Oh, I've pressed the button.
Say,
Sad.
Yeah.
I'm a man of the cloth.
I guess we have to dodge again.
Down me like this.
I'm so sad. I thought that was going to be the first one that I did. First
It's
time.
total blasphemy. I am not the mailman. That's it.
Jumpy.
The first one to discover the bodies. The mailman is the worshipper.
Yes, he is.
This is the truth. The rope ladder used in the clock tower's locked room was found in the incinerator, which only clergy can access.
Mayor, crazy that you clocked him so soon. I didn't know it was him, but I chose him because I didn't want to blame Cute Lady. I don't know, he seemed the most sketchy to me. But also, this didn't feel as hard to work out as the previous case. Like, the first case seemed a lot harder to work out.
The worshipper may be a regular churchgoer, but he's no clergy member. So he's no longer a suspect.
Shut up! Shut up! Ridiculous!
Okay, burnt rope remains, victim's cause of death, hidden person.
A member of the church is the culprit? Even so, I am not the culprit. There are others working for the church.
Nah, damn. The nun and the servant were also at the church, so that part isn't wrong. That solution key seems important, though. The person who committed the crimes had to be Finn, huh?
Knew it.
In other words, you can refute the person's involvement.
A member of
Okay.
the church is the culprit?
Too soon, I
Even
think.
so, I am not the culprit. There are others working for the church. Yes, there's the servant. The servant must be the nailman. The servant was able to commit the crimes.
I'll slash through this mystery.
Yeah, there you go.
Climbing up to the underground casino's window with only nails for footing would require considerable agility.
The servant is fat and the nun is stacked, so the priest is the only thin one. Exactly, Hamasite.
Judging by the size of the window, there's no way someone of his size could have committed the crime.
No! Absolute lies!
Non-public information, fishing line, locked room, floor plan.
The nun must be the culprit.
So why isn't the nun the
She's thin
culprit?
and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes. It's not like she's afraid of heights. She used the nails to climb. And you know she's always saying, I'll kill your ass in the name of God. It's clear she's the ruthless sort.
Ow. The nailman has to be a member of the clergy in Finn. If that's all, doesn't the nun also fit the bill? Leave my girl alone.
But
She's not the nailman though. I can prove it. But how? Fishing line locked room. Wait. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's actually quite hard to read. A fishing line was used in the locked room, Mystery of the Mansion study. The key's placement implies that only someone with full use of their arms could have fashioned this room. There you go. What about the other ones? Yeah, okay, so it's the fishing line locked rooms. Someone with full use of their arms. Okay.
She's thin and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes.
Oh, no! Oh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Oh, I'm
It's not like
bastard.
she's afraid of heights. She used the nails to climb.
Yeah, that's not it. It was the first one, I think.
Say,
what does that mean?
Okay.
The nun must be the culprit. She's thin and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes.
Okay, now.
This is the truth! In the Mansion Study's locked room, the culprit tossed the key behind the corpse with perfect aim. With her dominant hand injured, the nun couldn't have done that, which means she's not the culprit.
I feel like we're getting slightly better at this. But that's not the end of the mystery lab room, surely.
It's not the churchgoer, the servant, or the nun. There's only one option left. Father, it's you. You are the nailman.
Hey, say something quick. Otherwise, they'll pin me as the culprit.
Well,
You're useless. I am a priest in service to God.
Oh,
I am not the nail man.
behold my final form. Oh, he looks crazy.
It's ugly.
All your proof is nothing but fantasy.
Look at his crazy goggles.
You don't have a single piece of hard evidence.
Rainbow visor.
Hard evidence?
But Master, you do. It's easy.
Based on the facts, the priest must be the culprit. The decisive evidence that proves it is... I don't know. What do I do? What do I do?
I am not the nail man, he says, when assuming an even more naily form.
What?
A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Listen, a detective isn't an arbiter of justice. Unraveling a case is top priority, even with questionable methods. What do you mean? In short, you must get them to confess. Use everything in your arsenal, even if it requires bluffing.
So it will require bluffing.
Use everything?
Don't hesitate to use anything that might give you an advantage. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Always remember that.
A bluff? In other words, I should just claim I have solid evidence. But what could I use as a bluff?
Okay, let's check these out before we do anything. Okay, so murder case report. A report concerning the Clock Tower murder case. We're looking for hard evidence, right? That's currently equipped. And that is something Real World Police also do. Bluffing. A report concerning the Clock Tower murder case. Suspicious footprints. There were suspicious footprints facing the wall in the grassy area behind the clock tower, apparently made by dress shoes, though nothing further could be determined. The past Nailman murders. This information was obtained from the church worshipper who knew about the past Nailman murders. A nail in the painting. A nail is driven into the portrait, perhaps in place of a doll. Hard evidence. Something we could bluff with. I guess you could say you've identified the shoe prints. I guess it depends on what statements we've got. Murder case report. Suspicious footprints. Dress shoes. Past Nailman murders. And the worshipper. And the nail in the painting. That's the only one that makes sense right here, Mistake. The shoe prints.
Enough with your stupid fantasies! Everything you say is nothing but a fantasy! Do you have any proof that I'm the culprit? Did you find my fingerprints?
No, we found your footprints. Oh, man. I don't think we found any evidence about fingerprints during the investigation. But what about those footprints?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess he's going to make a statement about footprints.
Everything you say is nothing but a fantasy.
But like,
do you have any proof that I'm the culprit? Did you find my fingerprints?
but like, I would in real life, right? Did you find my what?
Of course, there's no evidence.
This is the truth! You left clear evidence at the clock tower's crime scene.
Yeah, like in real life, I'd be like, no, we didn't find your fingerprints, but I found your footprints. I feel like that could have matched up.
There were footprints left under the window in the mud. When we inspected them, we found out they perfectly match your footprints.
Impossible! I already burned those shoes in the incinerator.
Idiot.
You gave yourself away.
I mean, he's got nails all over him. So he's already very given away.
I swear, I only enacted justice in the name of God.
Looks like it worked. Good job, Yuma.
Thanks.
Kanai Ward is rotten to the core. To save it, someone had to get their hands dirty.
How are you saving it though? Because, okay, because they're all doing like illegal shit. That's why.
Those slain were the evil incarnate that harm others. That's why the people asked the Nailmen to kill them.
Yeah, I think for me, it's when he started talking about like salvation at the church. And that the people that were getting killed were like getting their salvation.
Evil must be punished. And so, I strangled them, made them suffer.
But then that makes you evil, sir.
All I did was slay evil.
But in doing so, you became evil. I wonder if this is where it's going to end, because last time we had all the crazy extra stuff to do.
If someone hates somebody bad enough, they give that name to the Nailman. And this priest went around killing those people as the Nailman.
The urban legend offered targets for murder.
The priest is supposed to be the voice of God, but he went around killing people because someone wanted them dead. What is awesome!
It's terrible. It's insane to think that he'd kill people for a reason like that.
That could be said about all murders. Insane people kill for insane reasons. Anyway, you did it, Yuma. My expectations of you weren't wrong after all.
Is it finally over? Huh, nothing's happening. But last time...
Yeah, the soul of the true culprit who created this mystery labyrinth should appear. And since it didn't, it looks like this isn't over yet.
Huh? It's not over?
There are still mysteries related to the Nailman killings within this mystery labyrinth.
But we solved all of the locked rooms and discovered the true identity of the Nailman. Was I wrong? But the priest even confessed to it.
Calm down, Yuma. There's no need to panic. If the Nailman's identity is exposed and all mysteries are yet to be solved, then most likely someone else's agenda is involved in this string of killings.
Someone else's agenda?
Meaning the Nailman didn't work alone.
Oh, shit. Maya, some people want to kill people for so little. Okay, plan, we call that vigilanteism. Hey, Miss Light, good news, priest guy. You have a chance to report to the man upstairs soon enough. Exactly. Maya, like, what if it was so-and-so just rejected me? Yeah, some people do get pretty crazy when emotions run high, right?
You mean there's another culprit? But...
Yuma, if you consider yourself to be a detective, you must see the truth through to the very end.
The worshipper. He's got to be the second culprit, right?
No mystery concludes with a dead end. There is nothing we detectives cannot solve.
So, the worshipper goes into the forest, retrieves the names, knows who's going to get killed, and then shows up at the crime scene after the murder to report it in. So it's got to be the worshipper.
Oh, all right.
We have to review these killings from a different perspective.
And he was happy to try and point the finger at the worshipper as well.
Out of the 4 locked rooms, if any of them were hiding a mysterious secret, it would be the room that's obviously different from the others.
Different?
Hey, Miss Light, I'm thinking of the Emo Jesus and his gang from Persona 3 that had the same shtick. I've not played Persona 3 yet, so I don't know who Emo Jesus is yet.
Master, I get the feeling you want my help. Isn't that right? That's what you want, right?
Huh?
Oh, fine. I can't say no to you when you're so helpless like that. Okay, Master, lay it all out.
Room is obviously different. Okay, so first locked room. That was the illegal bar. The second locked room was the mansion. That one had no window. No, well, that one had no obvious way out. That had the window. The art gallery also had the little window. The art gallery didn't have lots of dolls though. That had lots of dolls. That had lots of dolls. That had lots of dolls. Yeah, that had literally barely any dolls. So it's got to be the third locked room. I agree, Hamasite. Okay.
Let's work together.
This locked room is different from the others because of the victims. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. DOLLS.
Just ignoring me now.
Dolls.
Nice. That's not it.
Hmm.
You're wrong.
Victim's death.
That's right.
I thought it was the dolls that were different. What was different about the victim's death? Where's A?
Tick tock, tick right. Right. Nice.
Maybe I could have looked at that solution key. The woman's corpse. That might have helped. We get a different pose of her every time. We do, Mayor. Thank you. I thought we did. The victim wasn't nailed to the floor, I think.
A new path's opened up. It seems to be a hidden passage. If so, then the truth should be somewhere down there. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. The woman's corpse. Markings on the corpse in the art gallery storage room. Like the other victims, there are signs of strangulation, but no wounds from resisting. There are also signs of blunt force trauma to the back of the head. That wound is deep and may point to the real cause of death. Okay, so she was different because she didn't resist, and she was smacked around the head. But it was the dolls that made me think that room was different. I'm guessing they added that in so that as like just like another clue that that room was different for you to then make that connection. What's over here? I want to leave the path. Lots of hanging corpses. Well, 2D flat corpses.
I see. So the cause of death for the victim at the art gallery storage is the only one that's different.
Maybe the worshipper came in and she wasn't dead, so smacked her around the head. That makes no sense.
Right. The victims in the other locked rooms were all strangled to death. All had strangulation marks and scratches, defensive wounds. The victim in the third locked room had strangulation marks, but no signs of resisting. There's also evidence of blunt trauma to the head, which can be considered the fatal blow.
Unless he killed her, took her to the room, and then the nailman went in to do the rest of it.
The marks could have been made after the victim died, so as to appear as if strangulation was the cause of death. The real cause of death is blunt force trauma.
Yeah, so maybe like... Maybe the worshipper was like dating the lady or something, or slept with the lady, and then they fell out, so he decided to kill her and then asked the nailman, aka the priest, to make it look like one of his murders. That's my guess. Split paths.
Here's another obstacle, but it's likely to be an insignificant one. Yuma, let's solve this mystery and move on.
Right.
Why was the cause of death made to look like strangulation? The work of a copycat, the work of the priest, coincidence. Work of a copycat. Unless the worshipper is a copycat, and that's why. I feel like it's the work of a copycat, and the worshipper is a copycat. There must be a reason it was set up this way. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself. I don't mind helping, but it'll cost you. Shinigami? Oh, I got it. Huh? The answer is... the culprit's got a choking fetish. Don't be ridiculous. There isn't even a door for that. What's with the... dancing skeletons? I can't decide if they're cute or not. I kind of like that one. Okay, I think it's the work of a copycat. Ta-da!
Right here.
I guess the woman's thing was that only that she slept around to get ahead.
The strangulation was faked to imply this crime had the same perpetrator as the other 3 incidents. By making the crime scene as similar as possible, it appeared like the nailman was responsible for an unrelated murder. Which means this was a copycat crime.
I agree.
Hey, Miss Light, whereas the other guys were slimy corporate criminal types. True. I think the worshipper guy had a relationship with the woman who slept around to get ahead. And then that's why he chose to use her as his copycat. The boy? Is that the boy there?
Among the string of nailman killings, there could be some that were done by copycat criminals.
That has to be why the mystery labyrinth still remains, even after discovering the nailman's identity.
Is that actually the boy in that cage?
So who is the copycat criminal?
Nanako?
Indeed. We need to uncover this imposter's identity.
All right.
Who is the copycat killer? The boy is actually the boy.
Me of being the copycat criminal? What the hell? I'll kill your ass!
You still got busted arm. The boy. Surely someone's actually chosen the boy at some point as well. For lols. Cake plan, what if it's the woman because she broke her arm that way? Well, she could have been lying, yes. She claimed that it was when she was playing guitar that she messed up her arm. But she could have been lying. I don't think there was anything at the crime scene that leads me to believe she would have broken her arm while doing it.
No, it's not me.
She does wear cat ears, so she's some kind of cat. And you can always trust a kitty cat. So... no, I don't have a reason to suspect him right now.
I told you already. I have nothing to do with this.
I think it's got to be you.
You are the copycat criminal.
Huh? Me? What are you talking about? I told you all about the nailman, and even cooperated with your investigation. And now you think I'm a murderer? Are you fucking kidding me?
No, he's getting angry.
This is crazy. Your investigation isn't worth shit. I'll crush you to dust, you filth!
I mean, you look very nail-man-y. I am interested to know what would have happened if I picked the boy. Ugh. Maya, can you look up what happens if I choose the boy? Okay, so what solution keys have we been given? The art gallery storage, woman's corpse. Like the other victims, there are signs of strangulation, but no wounds from resisting, and signs of blunt force trauma to the back of the head, and that's currently equipped. Kate Plan, can't judge him for profanity. I'm sitting in a glass house. Past Nailman murders. The information was obtained from the church worshipper who knew about the past Nailman murders. So we're trying to pin him as the copycat, right? Non-public information. The victims of the serial killings were all strangled, but the cause of death was not publicised. I'm not sure why how that's useful. I guess because they're not publicised, how would he know about them? But then he's the first on the scene, and he's following the urban legend, right? So that doesn't match. You can't find any info online, Maya. Well, you'll just have to do another playthrough for me and get to the boy scene and then pick him. Just so I can see that. There are rope marks caused by strangulation and wounds from resisting. There are also string marks on the back of the victim's neck. That's in the mansion, which we know is committed by the priest. I think it's probably going to be this or past Nailman murders. I'm going to stick with the woman's corpse for now.
Why accuse me of being the culprit? I was just first on the scene. Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the Nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah?
Fail.
I knew it.
Changing the cause of death is no coincidence. It's because it was done by a copycat. Maybe you should consider if anyone else besides this guy could have been the copycat. No.
Why accuse me of being the culprit? I was just first on the scene. Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the Nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah? Even if there was a copycat criminal, why is it me? The servant could be the copycat. The nut could be the copycat. Anyone could have done it!
Anyone could have done it. The Nailman incident was the talk of the town, so couldn't anyone be the copycat killer?
Except...
But in order to copy the crime, you would need to know the details of the case. Okay. So I don't think it's that. So it's either non-public information
I accuse me of being the
or
culprit.
the other one.
I was just first on the scene. Why
Ow.
do you think I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the Nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah? Even if there was a copycat criminal, why is it me? The servant could be the copycat. The nut could be the copycat. Anyone could have done it!
I'll slash through this mystery.
No, she's too cute. Who's too cute, man?
The cause of death in the art gallery was blunt force trauma, faked as a strangling to resemble the Nailman's MO. But the murders all being strangulations wasn't made public right away. The only ones who knew that were those who actually set foot on the crime scenes. That includes the mailman himself, the peacekeepers, and the first eyewitnesses on the scene. Which means you! You could have committed the murder in the art gallery.
His rainbow glasses aren't as cool as the other guy's visor.
After him! Beat some sense into that sensitive, nonsensical phantom!
Cute ladies go free. Oh, the nun.
The what?
I see. You mean when he was saying that anyone could be the murderer?
For the first on the scene to also be the culprit is rather
We're near the end.
cliche.
He was always suspicious, but because the real mailman was someone else, I didn't connect the dots. He was fascinated by the mailman, and by studying him, he eventually knew more about him than anyone else. Ultimately, he became the mailman.
It's ironic that he exposed his own crime by knowing too much about the other ones.
Master, the truth is right there! My radar is banging like crazy!
Banging?
I think it's cool that they added a second guy in. I wasn't expecting that.
Go away! I won't let you! You have the truth!
Looks like we've arrived at the final stage.
If we make him submit, we'll completely solve the mystery labyrinth! Master, don't let your guard down!
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. God Shinigami. Okay, what were the buttons again?
Let's do this, Master!
X and Y, I think. No, A, Y.
Destroy this port! Damn you! Stop it!
B jump.
Shut up!
Okay, I've got it.
Damn this! Stop with your lies! Everything was done by the nailman! I'm not the culprit! How dare you accuse me when you have no proof? You didn't even check the crime scenes back then!
Destroy the wall with a solution key. You didn't even check the crime scenes back then. Okay, so what have we got? We've got the past Nailman murders. The church worshipper mentioned free serial locked room murders occurring throughout Kanai Ward. All thought to have been the work of the Nailman. These Nailman murders occurred three times over the past 6 months. The first happened 6 months ago. The secret club located in Kamasaki district. The owner was murdered. The second happened about 3 months ago. I don't think that's helping us. Alara's forte. Alara's forte is post-cognition. So that's how we were there.
You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
Name and sight, it's Alara's
They saw
forte.
Lara's forte. We were able to see what each crime scene looked like at that time.
Exactly. But then she's been accused of being a liar lots of times.
My power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene. Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered.
We used post-cognition to gather all the evidence. if you use post-cognition! You only saw what I saw as the first person on scene! No clue will help lead you to the culprit! You're never gonna find the culprit! What you saw is only what I saw the moment the corpse was discovered!
Destroy the fortress with the solution key. What you saw is only what I saw the moment the corpse was discovered. In person, non-public information, knowing the painting. Paint on the floor. Is it the paint on the floor? Evidence found related to murder in the art gallery storage room. At the time the body was discovered, someone from the church tried to enter and knocked over a paint can. The art gallery employee claims he was the one who unlocked the door, but was too afraid to open it. Instead, he watched from behind. What you saw is only what I saw the moment the corpse was discovered. Yeah, I think it's got to be paint can.
Halara's post-cognition showed us that the paint can at the gallery storage entrance had been knocked over. And according to the art gallery staff member's testimony, that was your doing. You went into the crime scene first, and the art gallery employee behind you noticed you knocking over the paint can. But Halara's post-cognition only shows the scene when the corpse is first discovered. So if you were the first person to find the body, the scene before the paint can fell over would have been recreated.
Right, okay.
But it wasn't. The paint can had already been knocked over when the corpse was discovered. That means the first person to find the corpse was the art gallery's staff member, not you. The reason you didn't count as the first person to find it is because you're the culprit. This is the truth of the case.
All your evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as you can!
So did both the priest and the worshipper die then? Deduction denouement. This is the thing that took me ages last time, right? Okay, so that's how we swap pages. The eyeless doll. Oh, it's these things we have to fill in, right? Denouement is sort of how you pronounce it. I see. Sorry, Mayor. Where did the culprit leave the room from? What have we got? We've got the vent. Sploosh. What did the culprit use to climb the wall? Nails. Alice doll was in the mansion. Thanks, famously. What did the culprit tie to the vent? Wait. What did the culprit pass the line through? That's the eyeless doll. I guess I'm thinking denouement because I'm thinking Japanese. What did the culprit tie to the vent? What have we got? Incinerator, rope ladder, back of the corpse's neck, fishing line. Fishing line. Okay. Mansion. Where did the culprit pass the line through last? The back of the corpse's neck, I think. What was nailed to the doll in the art gallery? The key. What did the culprit use to escape? Wait, where's this? The clock tower. Okay. The ladder. What did the culprit use to destroy the evidence? The incinerator. What's the last one? Who is the nail man? Well, it was the priest, right? And he's just a copycat. The nail man is the priest. Okay, now I press... Oh, there we go, okay. Who is the nail man's copycat? There we go. Ice gem head. Mystery unraveled. We did it.
Step right up, step right up! A series of locked room murders based on an urban legend. Will we discover the true identity of the Nail Man? Truth bombs are about to be dropped. Time for the deduction denouement.
To solve the mystery of this string of events, we have to know who the Nail Man is first. The Nail Man is an urban legend of Kanai. You write down the name of someone you want dead, and drive a nail through it and a doll to a tree behind the church. And the Nail Man will kill that person for you with a countless number of nails.
A string of murders exactly like that urban legend began half a year ago.
All of the crime scenes featured a corpse and dolls nailed down within a locked room. The first murder happened 6 months ago at a secret club in Kamasaki district.
The victim was none other than the geezer who owned the place, and the cause of death was strangulation. I heard the buy-in to place a bet was pretty steep, and cheating was rampant, so it was obviously a scummy place.
The key to the door was inside of a glass, and the vent that connects outside looked too high for escape to be possible.
But the culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footholds to climb. The proof? Why, the nails that were bent downward.
The vent was not screwed down at the time of the murder, so it could easily be removed and used as an escape route. The second murder happened 3 months ago. It was at a mansion near Ginma district.
The victim was some real estate agent who lived there, and the cause of death was again strangulation. He made a lot of money through shady real estate deals, so of course someone would be out to get him.
The door to the crime scene was the only possible entrance. But the key to that door was underneath the nailed-down victim. After the culprit escaped, some sort of trick was used to get the key back into the room.
A fishing line passed from the vent through the eye socket of the doll, and propped up the upper body of the corpse. All that was left was to exit the room, lock it, throw the key in from the vent, and boom! You got yourself a locked room mystery!
I still don't think it's valid that he could throw the key exactly in the right spot through that tiny gap. Hey Messiah, the question remains, why was Seth trying to cover this up? He would have been covering up for the nun if anyone. True.
The key was tossed under the victim from the vent, and once the fishing line was retrieved, the corpse's upper body fell over, completing the crime scene.
Maybe Seth was only aware of the priest being the nail man, right? And perhaps it was better for Kanaiwa to have a priest than it was to have a watchmaker guy. So maybe that's why they covered it up, because they felt like the priest role was more important to the city.
The nails in the upper body didn't pierce through completely, so it wasn't nailed down at all.
The third murder happened 1 month ago in an art gallery storage room in Gima District.
The skank's cause of death was blunt force trauma. She was a pretty lady who let her looks get to her head, and she got boom killed.
The key to the storage room was nailed to a painting through a doll. Another trick was used to get the key back inside the room here.
The painting with the doll nailed to it was propped up against the window, and then the culprit left the room. They nailed the key to the painting through the window, knocked it over, and bam! All done!
The question also remains is, like, why would he use less dolls? Like, why wouldn't you make it look as similar to the other crime scenes as possible?
Those are the truths behind the past 3 cases. And now, there's been another murder at the clock tower in Kanai Ward.
The woman's cause of death was strangulation. Since you told that kid you'd take care of it, we've got to solve this case.
The clock tower crime scene is rather high up on the 3rd floor. The door was locked from the inside. The window shutters were also locked. There was rainwater under the window, and the nails in 2 of the dolls had rub marks.
In other words, the culprit must have hung a rope ladder from the dolls to escape out the window. With my logic, anything is possible.
Why are you imitating Halara? Anyway, the killer cut their footing on the way down from the window. That way, they could just pull on one side of the rope to retrieve the whole thing.
Mayo, wasn't the art gallery the first timeline-wise? No, the bar was, right? The bar in Kamasaki District, then the mansion, then the art gallery, and then the clock tower. So the 3rd murder was the copycat.
The shutters come down under their own weight, so they locked once the rope was collected. I'm surprised you noticed the auto-locking feature. You sure love your shutters, Master.
The rope ladder was collected, then burned in the church incinerator, which only clergy have access to.
That's how we know the mailman must be someone from the clergy.
But one question arose from this. The mailman killings share one more characteristic. All the victims were murdered by strangulation. This piece of information wasn't publicized.
But the cause of death in the art gallery murder was blunt force trauma. The strangulation marks were added later.
It feels like the voice lines aren't competing with the music quite hard here. Like, the music should be a bit quieter.
Which means that it was someone mimicking the mailman. But I already know the identity of the copycat killer.
You can lower background music.
The mailman must be someone thin enough to pass through the vent.
Someone with the skills to throw the key with precision.
And a clergy member with access to the incinerator.
The priest! You're the nailman!
copycat is someone who knows that all of the victims were strangled to death.
Because he was the first witness in each case, the person capable of replicating the mailman's crimes is... the Worshipper! You're the copycat criminal!
Why does he look so shocked?
This is the truth of the case!
Well, they got reaped. Ugh. Ghost boys.
What's that?
But yeah, I'm pretty sure we messed around with the sound last time and turned the voice acting up there. I don't know if it's because it's a cutscene that it's different. And the nun in the background shredding mad guitar riffs. Lol. And hey, it's like the scene feels a bit repetitive when you just got through figuring all of this out. A little bit. I think that one was a bit longer than the last case as well because there's 4 separate incidents. But I think it's also nice to kind of give you that wrap up as well.
It's the truth, the soul of the true culprit who built this mystery labyrinth.
I see. It looks otherworldly, but there's an ominous air around it.
Thank you, Halara. I was only able to make it this far thanks to you.
I only kept my part of the deal. You made the right choice hiring me. But I will say one thing. You've taken another step toward being a detective. That much is certain. I, Halara Nightmare, acknowledge you.
Really, Halara? You do?
Friendship.
All right, all eyes on Shinigami.
Hey, Messiah, it's a good thing Shinigami kills these people because this would be a nightmare to prove in court. True, but now we've got to explain why they're dead, right?
What's about to happen?
When we go back in time and freezes.
Oh, isn't it obvious? It's the moment we've all been waiting for! Time to boom kill the bad guy! Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case! Death to all deplorables! Ruin to the vile mystery labyrinth! Starry, shining, rainbow, glorious, stellar spiral! That is the grand finale!
For all that she acts chaotic, Shinigami is pretty clearly lawful evil, leaning neutral. Okay, how is this gonna go? Like, they've just dropped dead.
Father?
Are you alright?
What's going on? What happened to those two?
There's no pulse. They're dead!
Dead? What?
Also, does he remember nothing from the Mystery Labyrinth? Because Seth was there, right? technically.
What? What is this?
I sure worked hard today. Feels so good to boom kill the murderer.
It seems like a bad case of natural causes.
The mystery labyrinth crumbles when you reap the soul of the true culprit.
Man, it was a phantom, so not actually him.
Then, the cause of the mystery labyrinth's creation pays the price by vanishing with it. I knew this would happen, but it still hurts to see someone die before my eyes.
I don't know, they were pretty bad people.
It's like I killed them myself. No, I did kill them. I killed them with the ruthless blade of the truth.
There. Humans boom kill cows and pigs all the time and eat them. You don't feel bad about that, right? These were the souls of deranged murderers. At least you didn't eat them. If you look at it that way, there's nothing to feel bad about at all.
It's not so simple when it comes to people dying.
Did you people do this? Did you kill them with some kind of poison?
Yeah, so I don't understand how this is going to work out for us.
Hey, hold on! I have no idea what's going on here. Too much is happening all at once.
We shall talk at headquarters. Follow me there immediately.
Is it just me, or are things more complicated now than before entering the mystery labyrinth?
Agreed.
Oh, you want help? Are you going to rely on me again? Oh, fine. I can't say no when you ask for help.
Oh.
Everyone!
Ah! He came back to life!
Is he Space Dandy, Maya? He definitely sounds like Space Dandy. Hey, Messiah, would Yuma feel better if it was a hangman doing those guys in after he brought the evidence to court? Yeah, exactly.
Sorry about that! You see, I'm actually the mailman.
What?
These are my final words, so I can't lie. I'm the mailman. The worshipper laying there is just a copycat criminal. Search the church for the tools used in each crime. I'm sure you'll find plenty of evidence. If you think I'm lying, go ahead and check it out. Thanks!
Okay.
I didn't know you could do that. But that was a super lazy confession. Will it work?
That should do it. We even have witnesses, so this case is closed.
The priest mumbled something, but I couldn't quite hear him.
Bullshit.
Anyway, everyone here will be taken to Amaterasu Corporation at once.
What?
It wasn't effective at all.
He's so stubborn. This is why I hate authority.
What do we do?
Wait, I hear something.
You hear something?
Huh? What now?
A motorbike. Something is heading this way at an alarming speed.
It can't be.
Where is that coming from?
No. What are you doing here?
Okay.
Who are you?
You dare speak so carelessly? Who do you think I am?
The hero who defends peace and order in Kanai Ward. Director of the Amaterasu Peacekeepers. The Honorable Yomi Hellsmile.
Yomi Hell Smile.
The Peacekeepers director?
So he is the head of the Peacekeepers.
Now you know, small fry. Bow down.
Yomi Hell Smile. Who's the lady? That's what I want to know.
What are you doing here?
No need to be alarmed. Benevolent Director Yomi is here to help. Oh, excuse me for the late introduction. I am Vice Director of the Peacekeepers, Martina Electro.
She's my beloved right hand. No one else gets to have her.
Okay.
What's with him?
Master, be careful. This Yomi guy is dangerous.
Huh?
I've never seen anyone emit such a dangerous aura before.
He's that bad?
So, what brings you here?
Oh, right. I was so focused on my beloved right hand that I completely forgot.
His voice sounds familiar too.
As mentioned earlier, Director Yomi is here to help. I hear you've been troubled by Seth's unreasonable treatment. Is that right?
Huh? Director Yomi, what is going on here? Why am I...
We had discovered you've been receiving sizable kickbacks for facilitating donations meant for the church. We now know why you were so desperate to clean up all the Nailman killings. After all, it would be troublesome to lose access to all that money if the priest was arrested as the Nailman.
Wait, please. Director Yomi, I did this under your orders.
Did you say something? Because I didn't hear a thing.
It doesn't sound like a hero to me, man. No. Hey, Messiah, I'm suddenly thinking of Cesar Borgia and his sister Lucrezia. I probably butchered those names. I don't know who they are.
I only did this because you ordered me to.
Seth, you make me sad. I'm the hero and defender of peace in this city. My peacekeepers are proud soldiers of that mission. And yet, you let yourself be corrupted. How could you? Seth, for the sake of the peacekeepers and the peace of Kanai Ward, die.
Die?
Taking advantage of your position as a peacekeeper executive is a serious crime. The punishment must be severe.
But...
Yep. Off he goes.
Yeah, I'm annoyed my own underling would betray me like this. I'm so annoyed, I'd go insane if I didn't toy around with my beloved right hand.
Hey, Messiah, bad guys from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and or real life. At least in the game they were also a couple. Isn't Assassin's Creed supposed to be pretty accurate?
It's an honor.
He's terrible. Like a lizard cutting off its own tail to survive.
Someone like him is in charge of the Peacekeepers?
Don't look him in the eyes. Don't talk to him either. If possible, don't even breathe the same air as him. Though it's probably too late for that.
Well then.
Gate plan, fairly. Well, it takes large liberties, but it utilizes real happenings and people.
To our shit-for-brains friends playing detective. Looks like I have to give you a warning.
A warning? That won't stop me.
Know your place in my city and stay there. Follow the rules and don't disturb our peace. Or I'll need you to die!
In this city, Director Yomi is both the law and the Peacekeepers itself. Defying us means you defy law and order. You will receive fitting treatment for such behavior.
Before, you were insignificant specks of dust. But now that you've banded together, you've become an eyesore. Detectives, my ass. Annoying little shits.
Yeah.
Wow. That's not very nice.
Yeah, spitting is gross.
Let's go, my beloved right hand.
Yes, Director Yomi.
Okay, so we now know Seth's motivation for covering it up.
Looks like we've been targeted by someone dangerous.
Yeah, thanks to you! One wrong move and it would have been all over. You got that?
I'm sorry, but...
No buts! None! How did this happen anyway?
Laura, help me out. Please explain what happened.
I wonder if Alara remembers everything now. I would assume so.
You said you acknowledged me as a detective, didn't you?
What? When did I say that?
Okay, no, she doesn't remember that.
Huh?
It's such a shame, Master. Everything that happens in the Mystery Labyrinth gets forgotten.
What?
Sucks.
Helara's memory must have been wiped after entering and leaving the labyrinth. Nothing inside the Mystery Labyrinth can be taken into the real world. Not even memories. Unless you have a contract with yours truly, that is.
But I thought Halara and I had finally reached an understanding.
Now we're gonna have to pay her.
Memories from up until you enter the Mystery Labyrinth are retained, like the debt you owe for your assignment.
That's awful!
Hey, Yuma? Are you listening? You better make sure this doesn't happen again.
By the way, Chief, our submarine office is tipping over. Are you sure the Peacekeepers didn't mess with it?
What? Seriously? I have to go back and repair it. Yuma, help me out. Follow me.
Repairing a submarine? Doesn't sound like that's in my
Yuma,
job role.
It was supposed to be time for your solution, but we've ended up in a mess.
Huh? Yeah.
Before they could be accused, the true culprit suddenly died. It's my first time dealing with such a thing. Still, I do remember this. You did your absolute best to try and solve the case.
Huh?
You should be proud.
Laura.
Look, the chief is calling for you. You should go.
Right. Thank you.
Cheeky wink. Yeah, fun fact, Cake Plant, I've never played an Assassin's Creed game. I saw a friend play bits of it when I was a teenager, but I don't remember much. I remember like jumping off buildings into carts full of hay. I think that's a thing.
Are you serious? A Peacekeeper executive was taking bribes from the church?
If Director Yomi said so, it would be considered the truth, even if it isn't.
What about the priest being the nailman?
It's going to be publicly announced as the truth. It appears the priest's strong desire to save others turned him into the nailman. He saw people wishing for revenge as they hammered those nails in the forest, and decided he needed to save them. That was the motive, though it could all be a story made up by the Peacekeepers.
So what about the kitty cat criminal?
You mean the copycat?
That one was already publicized as well. They say the copycat did it out of admiration for the real nailman.
And in the end, he felt so much guilt that he poisoned himself? None of this really makes any sense.
That sure didn't look like death by poison to me.
It's me! I did it along with that detective kneeling in penitence over there.
It would make more sense to assume Yomi killed them somehow. Especially when you consider the timing. He'd do it without batting an eye.
Yomi Hellsmile, the director of the Peacekeepers, the leader of our enemy.
I heard he rode in on a dragon.
Okay.
No, it was a motorcycle.
From what I've investigated, the Peacekeepers' influence is gaining ground at Amaterasu Corporation. There's some sort of power struggle going on. Seems like they're getting their way internally. I hear that their boss, Yomi, is extraordinarily dangerous.
Extraordinary. So he is very normal? How scary.
Oofy, Vicky.
It's only a matter of time until the Peacekeepers gain complete control of the corporation. When that happens, they might outright attack the World Detective Organization.
Perhaps the WDO made its move because they saw the warning signs. If that's the case, it could have something to do with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Oh yeah, what's the deal with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret? We still know nothing about it, huh?
It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the Nailman incident. I wonder what it could be.
Sheesh, so much to deal with. This sounds exhausting.
Didn't I tell you that from the start?
We have to obey directives from number one, no matter how difficult they are.
Well, we got some very talented master detectives gathered here. I'm sure it'll be fine. So much. No, everything changes from now on. Yuma, you can take a seat now.
My legs feel numb.
Don't stick your neck out recklessly from now on, for everyone's sake. Got it?
Yikes. I don't think we'll be able to do that then, I'm afraid.
Got it.
Hey, we worked super hard. I'm so stressed I could die. Oh wait, but I can't die.
Do we have a visitor? That's rare. Yuma, can you go get it?
Is he going to be the little boy?
Sure.
And his father? Let's find out. Aha!
Oh, it's you.
Predicted.
My dad is back safe at home. It's all thanks to you. Thank you for helping us.
He sounds a lot like the gorgeous tiger boy from ReZero.
No, I just... Well, I'm happy for you.
the murderer. Quick, get him! And Cake Plant, they're pretty neat, especially if you like history and conspiracies. They're technically stealth games, but they're fairly easygoing for such. Also, the parkour and rooftop pursuits are fun. Also, if you want to see an Assassin's Creed game, that is my plan after Persona 4. Though I recommend starting earlier in the series, I recommend skipping AC1 and starting with AC2. Interesting. Why would you skip AC1? Also, after Persona 4, so in like 2027? Sorry, that's a bit mean. Sometime this year. Hey Masai, how long before they start wondering about the fact that Yuma's culprits keep dying of mysterious causes? True. Maybe after 2 more cases?
Aw, look at you getting thanked. You were on your knees just a moment ago.
Be quiet.
Oh, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
Yes.
What is it?
Did someone else die or something?
What is that?
Will you play catch with me?
Ugh, do I have to?
Huh? Catch? But it's raining.
Don't you have a dad now?
Actually, sure. Let's play.
He looks sad.
The unending rain. My memories still seem like faraway raindrops. My hands still have yet to grasp a single thing. I'm still lost. Is it all right for me to be here? But with the worn baseball gripped in my hand, my heart somehow feels lighter. Why I wanted to be a detective? It could have been for the sake of something so small that it fits in my hand. Maybe I should give myself credit for this small realization. So, for just a bit longer, I think I'll keep pretending to be a detective.
The Nailman killings end. Results. Stamina was B. To be fair, that's a lot higher than I expected it to be, considering how often we fucked up on that first, like, mini-game. Okay, I'm pleased with that. I'm pleased. Danger dodge C. Yikes. And Cape Planet AC1 is nice and all, but its story is lackluster till the end, and well, it crawled very clunkily, so AC2 could run. I see. Mate, I got a D, and I'm pretty sure. I see. Wait, you got an overall D, or you just got a D on Danger Dodge? You got an overall D? Come on. You're like the deduction lady. You're always figuring out the twists in things. Okay. That mechanic really messed me up. Yeah, it was bullshit. It wasn't very clear that you had to do nothing to avoid. Save current progress. I think we'll probably end it there. I'm tempted to go back to that save and pick the boy just to see what happens. I might do that at some point. Maybe after I finish the game. Anyway, I think we'll probably leave it there, guys, because it's getting pretty late. And I feel like it's a good stopping point now we finish the chapter. So, as usual, thank you to everyone that's been here. Thank you to Cake Plant for the subscription today. Thank you to Hamersight for all the help. Bintazar for coming in. So Cabbage Smoke for the lurk. Cake Plant, this was fun and interesting, but to be fair, I was less able to predict things ahead of time. I think this, for me, wasn't as good as the first mystery. I feel like the train one was better. And you kind of feel sorry I wasn't able to focus on the stream. Don't worry, it's fine. Everyone has lives and everyone is busy. Maybe you'll have to stream the game yourself one day. But yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone. Let's see where we can go today. And we also have to thank Raven for the, what was it, the 40 stream streak? Crazy. Okay, where can we go? Who be live? So Whitefire's live, and I've not seen him in a while. He's playing the crazy Cuphead, so let's go there. Okay, cheers guys. I will see you next time.